Today we honor our common ancestor, Joseph Richards, and his ancestors. Joseph Richards was born March 16, 1762 at Southborough, Worcester County, Massachusetts, the son of William Richards and Sarah Bixby. Massachusetts has a population of about 5 million and joined the Union in 1788, the sixth state to do so. The state of Massachusetts is due south of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, and borders on the west with New York and the Atlantic Ocean on the east. He was married December 20, 1781 at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, to Rhoda Howe. She bore him 11 children. At the age of 17, Joseph enlisted as a private October 28, 1779 in Captain Amasa Cranston's company, Colonel Samuel Denny's regiment. After serving a short time, he was discharged, but re-enlisted March 7, 1781 in Captain Staples Chamberlain's company, Colonel Dean's regiment. The company marched to Rhode Island by order of His Excellency John Hancock. As a result of forced marches and fasts, sometimes of 3 days' continuance, Joseph's health was impaired.
Joseph and Rhoda made their home in Framingham, where 4 of their 11 children were born. Returning to Hopkinton, Joseph farmed and worked at his trade as cordwainer. They became members of the First Congregational Church of Hopkinton in January of 1790 and raised their children to be God-fearing men and women. For his service in the War of Independence, Joseph received a bounty of 160 acres in Berkshire County, western Massachusetts. During the summers, he would take some of the older children to help clear the farmland, plant an orchard, and build a new home for the family. By the spring of 1815, they were ready to move. Bidding goodbye to their friends and relatives in the east, they took their journey westward to Richmond. There both joy and sorrow awaited them. 3 of the children married. They buried a daughter, Susanna. Joseph continued to farm and also operated a cider mill. Joseph Richards died Sunday, March 29, 1840, aged 78, at Richmond, Berkshire County, Massachusetts, and was buried there Tuesday, March 31, 1840.
William Richards was born February 25, 1729, Julian calendar, 1730, Gregorian calendar, at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, the son of Joseph Richards and Mary Bowden. William Richards was married February 16, 1754, at Southborough, Worcester County, Massachusetts, to Sarah Bixby. She bore him 6 children. William Richards served from Southborough in the French and Indian War in Colonel Timothy Brigham's Southborough Company. Also, January 31, 1759, under Captain Aaron Fay, Colonel Nichols' regiment. William Richards, a private, entered service May 2nd and served until November 8, 1758. William Richards died between May 6, 1793 and May 16, 1794 at Framingham, Middlesex County, Massachusetts. Joseph Richards was born in 1703 at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, son of Crispus Richards and Sarah Collins. Joseph Richards married Mary Bowden May 5, 1726 at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts. She bore him 8 children. Joseph's deeds are recorded in 2 counties, Essex and Worcester, for he went to Southborough directly from Lynn about 1733. Joseph was able to write and sign his will, April 23, 1733. I, Joseph Richards of Lynn, husbandman, for £490 paid by my brother John Richards Jr. of Lynn, joiner, confirm unto him land there being part upland and part swamp, and containing 12 acres, being that piece of land my honored father Crispus Richards lately gave me, lying in his field, bounded north by road to Marblehead, and west land of Ebenezer Borough. Also 1 cow common lot in Edgecombe's pasture, which was laid out on Lynn Town Commons to my grandfather John Richards. Joseph Richards died June 4th, 1748, aged 45, at Southborough, Massachusetts.
Crispus Richards was born October 20th, 1681, at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, son of John Richards and Mary Brewer. He was married December 21st, 1702, at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, to Sarah Collins. She bore him 8 children. His will reads as follows.
In ye name of God, Amen, the 10th day of April, Anno Domini 1756, I, Crispus Richards of Lynn, in ye county of Essex, in ye province of Massachusetts Bay, in New England, yeoman, being decaying in body, but of sound mind, calling to mind ye mortality of my body, knowing it is appointed for all men once to die, do make and ordain this my last will and testament. That is to say, principally and first of all, I recommend my soul into ye hands of God that gave it, and my body I recommend to ye earth, to be buried in Christian and decent manner, at ye discretion of my executor, hereafter named, and as touching my worldly estate, I give, demise, and dispose of as follows. And my will is that all my just debts and funeral charges be duly and honestly paid by my executor out of my estate. I give and bequeath to my beloved wife, Sarah, all my indoor movable estate, to be at her own disposal. I give and bequeath to ye several children of my son Joseph Richards, deceased. I give to my daughter, Esther Estes, £1, 6 shillings, and 8 pence. I give to my daughter Sarah Ingalls £1, 6 shillings, and 8 pence. I give to my granddaughter, Thankful Stalker, £1, 6 shillings, and 8 pence. I give to my daughter Mary Richards the sum of £4 per year. I give to my daughter Deborah Richards £10. I give to my son John Richards, whom I likewise constitute, make, and ordain sole executor of this my last will and testament, all my housing and lands in Lynn and elsewhere. Crispus Richards died May 17, 1763, age 81, at Lynn, Massachusetts.
John Richards was born in 1644 at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, the son of Edward Richards by his first wife, whose name we do not know. He was married November 18, 1674, at Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, to Mary Brewer. She bore him 8 children. His will is dated January 12, 1705.
I, John Richards, Sr. of Lynn, in ye county of Essex, being aged and weary, weak and infirm in body, yet of God's goodness retain my perfect understanding and memory. I take this opportunity to make this my last will and testament as followeth. I commit my spirit into ye hands of Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and my body to ye earth, to be buried in a decent manner at ye discretion of my executors. And as touching my worldly estate, God hath been pleased to give me, I will and dispose of it as followeth. That all my just and honest debts and funeral charges be duly and honestly paid by my son, Crispus Richards. I give and bequeath to my beloved wife, Mary Richards, all those movables within doors of beds and bedding, with all the furniture and appurtenances thereto belonging, also the use and improvement of one end of my dwelling house to live in. I give to my son Crispus Richards all my real and personal estate of buildings, lands, and tenements, orchards, with all the rights and privileges. My said son Crispus take care of and provide for my beloved wife. I give and bequeath to my eldest son John Richards 40 shillings. I give to my son Edward Richards 20 shillings. I give to my son Joseph Richards 20 shillings. I give to my son William Richards 20 shillings. I give to my daughter Mary Darlin 8 pounds. I give to my daughter Elizabeth 10 pounds. I give to my 3 grandchildren, Joseph, Benjamin, and David Darlins, each 1 sheep. I give to my grandson Joseph Richards, son of Crispus, and to my grandson John Richards, son of Edward Richards, each of them 1 sheep. John Richards died between September 24, 1711, and March 10, 1713, at Lynn, Massachusetts.
Edward Richards was christened January 20th, 1615, Julian calendar, 1616, Gregorian calendar, at the parish of St. Andrew, Plymouth, Devonshire, England, the son of William Richards and Joan Robden. He was married about 1643 and had 2 children by his first wife, whose name we do not know. Edward Richards was unable to write his name, but few could at that period. A joiner, carpenter, and innkeeper, Edward appears often in the court files and other authentic original sources, and the deeds with his estate established his family. It is the following court record that gives a clue to his place of birth.
Court held November 5, 1645. Edward Richards presented for saying that he and 9 more took a ship at Plymouth in Old England, that he himself was the captain. This was about 14 years ago. Inventory of the estate of Edward Richards of Lynn, Essex County, Massachusetts, who died January 26, 1689, Julian calendar, 1690, Gregorian calendar. Wearing clothes, feather bed, 2 pots, brass skillet, a gun, 2 chests, 3 tables, saddle, 2 chairs, 2 sows, 12 sheep, 2 mares, 2 coats, outhousing, orchard, and 7 acres of salt marsh in Lynn. Anne, ye widow of Edward Richards. Inventory in court at Salem, June 24, 1690. The said Anne, widow with her son William Richards, stand bound jointly. Edward Richards died January 26, 1689, Julian calendar, 1690, Gregorian calendar, aged 74, at Lynn, Massachusetts.
William Richards, our earliest known Richards ancestor, was born about 1586 at Plymouth, Devonshire, England. He was married October 10, 1611, at St. Andrew, Plymouth, Devonshire, England, to Joan Robden. She bore him 6 children.
There is another William Richards in the parish of St. Andrew who married Grace Waitman April 18, 1615. And because the early parish registers do not give the name of the mother of the children, it is possible that 2 or 3 of the children born after 1615 may be children by this other family. Joseph Richards and Rhoda Howe were the proud parents of 11 children, 6 sons and 5 daughters, as follows. Joseph Richards, Jr. was born September 29, 1782 at Framingham, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married November 27, 1806 at Dudley, Worcester County, Massachusetts, to Nancy Cody. She bore him 10 children, Nancy died October 9, 1863, age 77, at Dublin, Cheshire County, New Hampshire. Joseph died January 21, 1852, age 69, at Westboro, Worcester County, Massachusetts.
Rhoda Richards was born August 8, 1784, at Framingham, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married and sealed June 12, 1843, to the prophet Joseph Smith. After his death, Rhoda was married for time only to Brigham Young, January 31, 1846, in the Nauvoo Temple. Rhoda died January 17, 1879, aged 94, at Salt Lake City, and was buried in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Susanna Richards was born August 13, 1786, at Framingham, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was sealed September 13, 1871, to the prophet Joseph Smith. Susanna died April 11, 1830, aged 43, at Framingham, and was buried there.
Phineas Richards was born November 15, 1788, at Framingham, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married February 24, 1818, at Richmond, Berkshire County, Massachusetts, to Wealthy Dewey. She bore him 9 children. Wealthy died Tuesday, October 18, 1853, age 67, at Salt Lake City, and was buried in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Phineas died Wednesday, November 25, 1874, age 86, at Salt Lake City, and was buried Friday, November 27th, in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Levi Richards was born December 7, 1790, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and died June 17, 1795, age 4, at Hopkinton.
Nancy Richards was born November 22, 1792, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married March 4, 1819, at Richmond, Berkshire County, Massachusetts, to William Pearson. Nancy bore him 6 children. William died April 17, 1862, at age 68, at Richmond, and was buried there. Nancy was sealed to Brigham Young September 13, 1871, in the Endowment House. Nancy died July 15, 1852, age 59, by the Platte River, near Liberty Pole, Nebraska, and was buried there the same day. Hepzibah Richard was born July 28, 1795, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was sealed September 13, 1871, in the Endowment House to Brigham Young. Hepzibah died September 30th, 1838, age 43, at Shoal Creek, Caldwell County, Missouri. Betsy Richards was born May 17, 1797, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and died December 12, 1803, age 6, at Hopkinton, Massachusetts.
Levi Richards was born April 14, 1799, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married December 25, 1843, at Nauvoo, Hancock County, Illinois, to Sarah Griffith. She bore him 1 child. Sarah died Tuesday, June 7, 1892, age 89, at Salt Lake City, and was buried Thursday, June 9th, in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Levi was married and sealed January 27, 1846, in the Nauvoo Temple, to Persis Goodall. They had no children. Persis died September 16, 1894, age 88, at Salt Lake City, and was buried September 19th in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Levi died Sunday, June 18, 1876, age 77, at Salt Lake City, and was buried Wednesday, June 21st, in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. William Richards was born May 2, 1801, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married December 19, 1837 at West Stockbridge, Berkshire County, Massachusetts, to Sarah Ann Lewis. She bore him one child. Sarah died November 18, 1818 at Richmond. William died March 7, 1884, age 82, at Alford, Berkshire County, Massachusetts, and was buried at West Stockbridge. Willard Richards was born June 24, 1804, at Hopkinton, Middlesex County, Massachusetts, and was married September 24, 1838, at Preston, Lancashire, England, to Jeanette Richards. She bore him 3 children. Jeanette died Wednesday, July 9, 1845, age 27, at Nauvoo, Hancock County, Illinois, and was buried there Friday, July 11th. Willard was married January 22, 1846, in the Nauvoo Temple to Sarah Longstraw. She bore him 4 children. Sarah died Tuesday, January 26, 1858, age 31, at Salt Lake City. Willard was married January 25, 1846, in the Nauvoo Temple to Nanny Longstraw. She bore him 3 children. Nanny died Saturday, January 7, 1911, age 82, at Salt Lake City, and was buried Tuesday, January 10th, in the Salt Lake City Cemetery. Willard was married January 27, 1846, in the Nauvoo Temple to Mary Thompson. She bore him 2 children. Mary died Sunday, September 10, 1905, age 77, at Riverside, Box Elder County, Utah, and was buried Tuesday, September 12th, at Farmington, Davis County, Utah. Willard was married and sealed December 22, 1847, at Winter Quarters, now Florence, Douglas County, Nebraska, to Susanna Bayless. She bore him 1 child. Susanna died Friday, April 17, 1891, age 78, at Farmington, Davis County, Utah, and was buried April 19th in the Farmington City Cemetery. Willard was married and sealed November 30th, 1851, at Salt Lake City, to Rhoda Harriet Foss. She bore him 1 child.
Rhoda died Saturday, November 19, 1881, age 51, at Farmington, Davis County, Utah, and was buried there Monday, November 21st. Willard died Saturday, March 11, 1854, age 49, at Salt Lake City, and was buried Sunday, March 12th.
Total known posterity of Joseph Richards as of 15 September 1995. 11 children, 42 grandchildren, 228 great-grandchildren, 673 second-great-grandchildren, 1,843 third-great-grandchildren, 3,677 fourth-great-grandchildren, 1,588 fifth-great-grandchildren, 119 sixth-great-grandchildren, for a total posterity of 8,182, with 3,610 total spouses of children, grandchildren, etc., making a total posterity of 11,792, including spouses.
As descendants of these fine and faithful people, let us remember their strong, wonderful qualities and try to live our lives to make them proud of us.